All right, good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you everyone for being here, and hello from a lovely day in Des Moines, Iowa. And welcome to the 2021 Global Insurance Accelerators live final pitch event. Today concludes this year's 100-day Accelerator program, and we're really excited to share with you the 7 insurtech companies that make up this year's cohort. So there's almost no housekeeping items with Zoom webinar, which is what we're using today. It's pretty slick. You won't be able to unmute yourself accidentally or turn your camera on. So all we ask of you is to just sit forward, listen with intent, and stay tuned for the whole entire time. But before you hear from our amazing founders, I do want to introduce to you the chair of the GIA Board of Directors, Dave Wingert, who will say a few introductory words.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Global Insurance Accelerator, welcome to today's virtual pitch event. We look forward to the time in the near future where we can be together to have our program in person, but we'll continue to leverage technology to make our remote participation as close to being there as possible. Since 2014, the GIA is driving innovation deep into the insurance industry with more than a dozen insurance company investors, over 100 mentors, 50 portfolio companies, and a network of insurtech influencers and supporters. This is our 7th year of the GIA program, and we're excited to share with you a class of 7 unique companies. But first, I have a few thank yous to share. Thank you to our investor companies that support and make the GIA possible, and to the 2 representatives of each of those investor companies who, along with our outside member, Sheldon Oringer, serve as our board of directors. Check out the website at globalinsuranceaccelerator.com for more information about our board. Thank you to both Nicole Gunderson, our managing director, and Megan Brandt, our program manager, for leading and running all the activities of the 100-day program. From the application and selection process to managing over 100 mentors and assisting this year's class with making the connections and providing key development information to help quickly grow their ideas, products, and solutions. Thank you to this year's cohort. It's a different experience going through the program virtually, but you've all fully immersed yourselves in the process to take advantage of the relationships and connections the GIA offers as you continue on your journeys. And finally, a special thank you to our network of mentors. This is the group that really makes our program unique and most valuable to the cohort. You all provide your time and perspectives to give the companies insights and access to real-life insurance needs to help hone ideas and perfect their solutions. So thank you all for your support, and I'll turn it back to Megan to begin our program.
Thank you so much, Dave. And before we get started, I wanted to tell everybody that before today, we asked each of the founders to nominate a mentor from the program to introduce them today. So for today's presentations, you will hear a mentor give a warm introduction to welcome the next founder. So without further ado, here is our first mentor to get us started.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Wheeler, and I'm managing partner at Strategic Options, a consulting firm supporting startups and emerging businesses in the insurtech space. I have worked as a mentor for about 3 years now, and I've had the opportunity to work with several companies over the years, and it's a privilege to introduce Reeske. In today's world of COVID and digitization, the 2 founders of Reeske have combined relevant actuarial experience with advanced technology, taking a fresh perspective on life and disability insurance and helping consumers assess personal risk and in identifying income protection opportunities. Their approach begins to break down a universally held paradigm of insurance being sold and not bought. I encourage you to lean into this presentation, and now it's my privilege to introduce Dennis Lee, co-founder of Reeske Insurance.
Thank you, Mark, and hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Dennis Lee, co-founder of Reeske. A bit about myself. I decided to leave my stable career as an actuary to start Reeske in 2020. Not a typical actuarial move, to say the least, but this decision is really a long-term in the making. Over the years, I see many family and friends opt out in buying insurance when in fact they should, including my wife, a new veterinarian who has no idea that she needs life and disability coverage upon going to practice, which made me feel terrible. And despite the recent progress we made in advancing the direct-to-consumer insurance purchase solution, it is apparently not enough. At the macro level, demonstrated by the most recent LIMRA survey results, life and disability insurance ownership are at historical low, driven by the shift of employers' focus from these coverages, leaving employees filling those coverage gaps themselves. And this trend, along with the impact of pandemics, prompts more consumers to start thinking about life and disability products and start looking for solutions in the individual market. And that results in the rising demand or purchase intent. For both life and disability products, the purchase intent is at all-time high. 36% and 22% of the respondents are ready to make a purchase for these products in the next 12 months, and that's unprecedented. And what's also unprecedented is the opportunity that lays ahead. We're looking at the $20 and $19 billion market opportunity for individual life and disability products for whoever can crack this puzzle and really address the customer's need. So naturally, you may be wondering, what are those needs and what are we missing today? So to best illustrate this, let's see how a typical customer will go about the experience today versus how we would handle it. Meet Jill, a nurse practitioner I recently interviewed. Just like my wife, she works at a small clinic which offers no group life and disability coverage. And given the nature of her job of attending patients, she's well aware of the possibility and likelihood of injury and severe illness, and has made numerous attempts in buying life and disability products. Given her limited financial literacy, she started out with Googling, reading online articles and blogs, just like everyone else. But that ended up going nowhere because of the conflicting opinions she saw. And she tried a few direct-to-consumer websites and almost went with a gut feeling using guesstimation. But at the end, she gave up. And she felt hesitant with her decision. She felt lack of support. And ultimately, she felt like she's not in a rush. And Jill is not alone. Based on our survey of around 300 people, over 85% who purchase life and disability products online expressed frustration. When presenting multiple options, they clearly chose a more engaging process with an educational, visual, and interactive journey. Their action also indicates a need of a process that is not only fast and seamless, but also trustworthy, with a relationship that builds upon unbiased and personalized solution, which does not end upon hitting the purchase button. So after knowing all that, we came up with the idea of making risk tangible by using consumer-friendly analytics to help people understand their protection need visually and make better insurance decisions. And that's what gave birth to Reeske, a digital insurance distributor that simplifies income protection solution with data analytics to help customers buy the right coverage at the right time and stay covered all the time. As a direct-to-consumer play, go-to-market is very critical. Instead of direct marketing, we are building alliance partnership with professional associations and startups to target a quasi-medical professionals initially. A $1.6 and $1.5 billion market for life and disability products to provide a turnkey income protection solution for their value members. Okay, now you're on board. Let's see how Reeske actually works. Imagine Jill again. Intrigued by our affiliated post on National Nurses Association and wanting to know her scores to have a peace of mind, she entered Reeske.com. Unlike any other onboarding processes, she started with a fun behavioral questionnaire for assessing her risk appetite, health condition, and product preference. With her consent, we pre-fill her other information through Data Vendor in no time and went straight to the Reeske Solution dashboard. All these are done in a frictionless way. She soon saw her Reeske coverage score, a proprietary analytics developed by a team of actuaries using statistics and actuarial model to indicate the insurance sufficiency, considering factors such as her family composition, personal finance, and other risk factors. We also deliver in-depth analytics with visual advisory feedback to address any confusion or doubt that may arise during the process. She can easily see various subscores for life and disabilities coverage interactively and how it fares with people just like her. With our user-friendly analytics, she felt like she just spoke to an advisor and clearly understood the reason of needing those products and how it could protect her family's finance, both qualitatively and quantitatively. For example, she learned why the specific coverage is right for her at the moment, And she also learned that taking action now results in a 10% lower total future premium compared with buying a year later, and will have one more year of protection during her more vulnerable time. With these info on hand, she's fully convinced and understood the reason for action. She purchased a policy with confidence. And just to be clear, unlike other tools, in case she does not need coverage, we will frankly say so. And our proactive monitoring capability will periodically update her through our cloud-based platform, leveraging data vendors to detect if any unwanted risk emerges in her life. Our motto is to catch risk before risk catch you, and we truly believe it's a foundation for building a long-term trust with the customer and help them stay engaged. For life and disability products, being cheap and fast are just not a good enough proposition for customers, and we want to deliver more. Now, our testing results have proven the value of our analytics. Out of 45 people just within my network who use our beta products, who we track closely for a long time, more than 40% of them have actually discovered coverage gap with our product, and almost half of which have taken some kind of action. And that's a type of statistics I'm proud to be part of. So to make all these come true, I team up with Sean, a tech wizard, whom I know for over 14 years ever since we met in college. With the technical and business expertise from both insurance and tech space, along with the support from a team of mentors and advisors of insurance business leaders, we are creating the Amazon experience for insurance shopping. Now, if you are a mid-smaller size carrier with the strategic initiative to advance your direct-to-consumer individual life or disability products line and looking to distribute your product in an innovative and efficient way, we're here to help. Our digital solution will enhance conversion and drive organic growth to help you establish a competitive edge against bigger players. As we are launching our platform in a few months, I'm inviting you to be part of our journey, a journey to help people approach insurance more positively and create another way to simplify life. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eric Ryan. I'm a partner and certified business transition expert with B2B CFO. I serve business owners by helping them increase cash and increase company value. This is my first year as a mentor with the Global Insurance Accelerator. It has been a fantastic experience and a great opportunity to share my knowledge while learning from other brilliant people. It is my honor to introduce Ara Agopian, the CEO and founder of Sola Insure. Ara is a serial entrepreneur with a keen ability to develop and communicate a vision that inspires others. Ara is building a strong team at Sola Insure with a passion for protecting consumer investment in solar and accelerating the transition to renewable energies. It is my pleasure to introduce Ara and Sola Insure.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you being such an amazing mentor. My name is Ara, and I'm the CEO and founder at Sola Insure. At Sola Insure, we provide warranty protection plans to homeowners who purchase solar energy systems. We provide an insurance-backed solution that gives consumers peace of mind as they transition to renewables. We have helped thousands of homeowners across the country make that transition in a smooth and efficient manner. We are very excited about renewable energy and the positive impact it will have on people and our economy. I founded Sola Insure to give consumers the confidence and assurance that the investment they are making is safe and worthwhile. An investment not only great for the planet, but also for their family's financial future with energy independence. And as an agent broker specializing in renewables for the past 10 years, I've had the opportunity to speak to many homeowners and solar contractors about the hesitations consumers have about purchasing solar energy. Number one, there's a high upfront cost. Two, it's a long-term investment. And three, it's a newer technology with many unknowns. From a cost perspective, it can cost anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 for a standard 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. And that's typically financed over anywhere from a 10 to 20-year period. And it's a newer technology on the residential side. You have someone climbing on your roof, drilling holes, someone fiddling with your electrical panel, So there's many concerns from the homeowner's perspective about the long-term viability of solar. And we help alleviate some of those concerns with our monitoring technology. We're consistently monitoring their system for any issues or errors. So let's say year 5, there's a panel error, we're automatically notified. We'll connect with the manufacturer and the original solar contractor and facilitate the RMA process. We also provide an insurance-backed solution. So again, year 5, a panel may fail, but this time the manufacturer is insolvent or can't handle the claim, then our insurance carrier steps in and pays for that replacement panel. And we provide 24/7 support, which consumers love. So anytime they have any questions, pre or post installation, our team of solar specialists are there to answer their questions. And we work with great distribution partners across the country who resell our products. These are some of the best solar contractors, finance companies, and solar software companies across the country who resell our product at the point of sale. And we have over 75 of these partners signed up and selling our products, and we have helped over 5,000 homeowners transitioning to solar. We're cash flow positive and revenue generating. And solar is a really fast growing industry. Only 3 to 4% of homeowners currently have solar installed. We anticipate that reaching about 20 to 25% by 2030. So there's a tremendous amount of growth left for the industry. Recently, after the extreme weather events in Texas that knocked down the grid, one of our partners received over 1,000 phone calls in a 3-day period. They typically get 1 to 200 per month. So there's tremendous demand for the values of solar and battery backup. And the future is bright, not just for solar, but for the complete smart energy connected home. This also includes battery storage, EV charging, energy efficient windows, and smart AC and heating. So we see a great opportunity to expand our product line, not just to solar, but the complete connected energy efficient home, giving consumers complete energy independence. And we're also very excited about all the data and analytics that we're collecting. We connect to every smart energy home through the inverter to monitor their systems, and we're collecting data as far as energy usage, appliance up and down time, and various other data points. And that gives us an advantage over traditional home warranties companies who don't have access to that data. It also gives us an advantage as far as precision underwriting and price modeling. And we believe we have a great team to execute our plan. Over 25 years of collective renewable energy experience on our team. Everyone's really passionate about renewable energies, climate change, and energy independence. And we believe we have the team to successfully meet our core mission. We are looking for partners who share our values and our core mission, carrier partners interested in value add to the consumer market, reinsurers for additional capacity, and distribution partners who are interested in working with us and expanding our product line and extending our reach globally. Let's change the world together for the better. Renewable energy is a great opportunity to help the planet while increasing your bottom line. Again, my name is Ara. I'm the CEO and founder of Solar Insure. Thank you for your time, and thank you to the GIA.
Good afternoon. My name is Sandra Whitty, and I am Director of Strategy and Planning at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Farm Bureau was one of the original investors in the GIA, so we have been fortunate to be involved for a number of years. This is my second year as a mentor, and I have really enjoyed working with and getting to know our next presenter. She has incredible knowledge of workforce and business operations. She has been through multiple startups and several mergers. She has seen the challenges that exist within organizations. Her startup was created to solve these challenges and simplify complexity. I am honored to introduce to you Linda Brzezinski, co-founder and CEO with Anodz.
Thank you, Sandra. I'm Linda Brzezinski, CEO of Anodz. In 10 seconds, can you tell me how many applications, systems, and tools you've used this past month? It becomes stressful just thinking about it, right? There are over 2,500 to choose from, and on average, a company uses 100. When you look at the last 10 years, it's been about building data, business applications to solve niche problems. And now we're left with silos of data across the organization and nothing's connected. The data may exist, but it's not easy to access or manipulate, and it becomes hard to see how your workforce and business are functioning together. Organizations may have purchased visualization tools such as Power BI and Tableau, which are great for graphs, but they don't automatically provide you with predictive and actionable insights. You must create those on your own, and it becomes so frustrating because you still don't have a comprehensive view of the organization or its internal risks or daily insights. So we knew we had to do something about this. We created Anodz, an enterprise intelligence platform. At Anodz, we believe everything revolves around operational efficiencies. We believe data is power. We believe in being proactive. We believe in empowering everyone to make better data-driven decisions. And we believe in helping organizations become more innovative. This is what a comprehensive view of your organization could look like through the Anodz platform. We simplify complexity. We help you focus your time and effort. We work with your current visualization tools. The front end of our platform has been built, but there's still room for some customization. So how does it work? We connect your current application systems and tools with data security in mind. We blend your business and workforce data together and apply it against the Anodz technology to deliver superior insights to you in a way that has never been done before. And this only exists in the Anodz platform. We deliver to you predictive and actionable insights, the ability to refine your current key performance indicators, and we provide this in an interactive and comprehensive view of your organization where you can see internal risks and take action. You may be getting pieces of these components with solutions you may have already built. Where we thrive is bringing it all together for you in a model that only exists in Anodz. I'm going to take you through the components of the Anodz platform, and you'll see just how easy it is to use. We'll start with the key performance indicators showing you what has happened in the past. The key performance indicators will change as your organization grows. We provide you with predictive insights showing you the probability something will happen again, and actionable insights, what you should consider doing about it, recommendations. We've also included employee engagement and mood monitor, so you can quickly gauge your workforce and the impact to the business and its culture. We work with current engagement survey tools, and we can also provide you with additional surveys. We have actually included a quick identification of internal risks where you can see those by color in a very user-friendly interactive view. So you can be proactive and take action where needed because you have more real-time data available to you. Simply click on a sphere in color to see the details of your risk, and you'll be able to react quickly. So these are the main components of the Anodz platform. A platform like this is especially important for small to mid-sized insurance providers. For the first time, you can see your data in one place and the health of the business. You have one comprehensive interactive view that has the KPIs, predictive and actionable insights you need to minimize your internal risks, increase your profitability, and gain a competitive advantage. Your leaders are now equipped to do organizational assessment. I'm going to take you through the modules in quick examples. Keep an eye on a red box. Anodz is a user-based, permission-based system, so you see only what you're allowed to see. The platform can be rolled out module by module, and the modules can be turned on and turned off. Under marketing, your chief marketing officer may want to see how much was paid in marketing budget for every dollar of new premium. Your chief people officer may want to see how the workforce is impacting the business. Your CTO may want to predict if a project will be on track or behind schedule and see the roadblocks. In terms of corporate goals, your employees can see the corporate goals for the organization and how their efforts are impacting the bigger picture. Your head of sales may want to predict goal achievement by individual, and your chief financial officer may want to predict cancel premiums by line of business. And finally, your chief operating officer may want to predict loss ratio against written premium. We can start with whatever module you'd like, whichever one is most important to you. Now, I've taken you through the modules of the platform. Now I'm going to quickly take you through an example of how the Anodz platform can help part of this executive team and just how powerful it can be. These executives have all of the data for each of their departments, but they haven't been able to pull it all together or create the predictive and actionable insights. They have an actionable insight to review under operations. They click on the graph. They can see that the executive team is predicted and the organization is predicted to have a drop in future earned premium in the third quarter onward. They're wondering what could be contributing to this. They click on predictive insight number 1 under sales. They're able to see from the cross-selling analysis where they're predicted to do zero business. There's an opportunity to cross-sell and train the team. This can be contributing to the decrease in revenue. Here's what a full cross-selling analysis would look like for each line of business. They click on sales, actionable insight number 2. They can see that an individual is behind on goal achievement by 56 million in the third quarter. This is what a full predicted goal achievement graph would look like by individual. Under people, the natural next step is for the chief people officer and manager to look at individual data to see what may be occurring. The platform is not only for leadership. Your employees want to see how they're doing compared to their peers. Anodz provides those insights. We help your organization achieve operational and workforce excellence when your team may be working on other priorities. You may not have the skill set in-house, or you'd rather buy versus build. Our team has over 70 years of experience in business operations, designing and implementing data warehouses, migrations, integrations, and predictive analytics. We've actually seen some of the challenges that exist for organizations, and we've actually created part of the platform in the past to solve these challenges. Remember, the platform is customizable. We can start with an area that matters most to you. Maybe that's sales, policy, claims data, or you simply want a better way to pull your board of director reports or scorecards together. So what do you think your data will tell you? We're looking to engage with a small to mid-sized insurance company with 5 years or more of data to build out each of the modules through paid limited rollouts. This will help us build the back end of the system and connect it to the front end. We're also open to discussions with investors. I'd like to thank the GIA, mentors, and advisors. If you believe in operational efficiencies, if you believe that data is power, if you believe in being proactive, if you believe in empowering your workforce with data to make better data-driven decisions, please reach out to us at founders@anodz.com for a demo of the platform and to learn how Anodz can help drive data decisions at your organization. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Falchuk. I'm the managing partner of Insurance Evolution Partners and the author of the book series, The Future of Insurance from Disruption to Evolution. And quick plug, the next book's coming in June. More importantly, this is my first time working with the GIA, and it's been fantastic. Really great to see some of the things that are coming for our industry as we move ahead. And that's kind of what I want to focus on. That's what my work is about, is why this industry exists and how we can make it stronger and better. And it exists for what I think is a really noble reason, to help put lives back together in the worst moments they face, or to make the risk of those moments a non-issue so people can go about their lives, live their lives, pursue their dreams, etc. And it's for that reason that I'm genuinely honored to get to introduce the next company to you. This is Wesley Pergament, who's the founder of Sola. And this is a prime example of why our industry exists, for standing by people in those worst moments of their lives. So with that, let me hand it to Wesley.
Thank you for that great introduction, Brian. Hi, my name is Wesley, and I'm the founder and CEO of Sola. We're a digital insurtech that partners with P&C carriers to help your insureds cover immediate out-of-pocket expenses after tornadoes through a data-driven supplemental policy. Tornadoes can be devastating. They destroy homes and can upend communities. This tornado, just 1 month ago in Georgia, did exactly that. Since then, in this last week alone, there have been 21 smaller tornado reports that caused further damage, including 5 that just happened yesterday. As an insurer, your mission is to help your insureds put their life back together and become whole again. On a larger scale, that house was just one of many affected by the 1,200 or so tornadoes per year that hit the US. In fact, the National Weather Service found that in 1 year, these catastrophes on average cost nearly $5 billion in total damages. So now let's zoom into that claims process after one of these events. Here, we can see the complex, immediate reality post-tornado with all a claim's steps and turns before settlement. As an insurance carrier, no matter how well prepared you are, the whole system is overtaxed in these moments. And even if you had all the capacity and tools that you need, home policies still have deductibles, sublimits, and exclusions. So where does this leave the insured? It leaves them with a gap. No matter how hard you work to stand by your promise, that gap is what insureds are left remembering. According to the National Weather Service, for 50 million homes, that gap is an ever-present risk looming over their heads, with an average of 6 to 10 tornado watches per year over a house. As an insurer, you of course want them to know that you'll be there if things get bad. Let's take a look at what this claims process feels like for homeowners. Research by Consumer Reports highlights that it can take multiple days to make first contact, even before starting the longer adjusting process. As a result, over 40% of these claims are reported to have at least one problem, making it extremely difficult for the carrier to be seen as a hero. So how can we close this gap? Meet Julia. She and her family recently went through a tornado disaster in Nashville. She is clearly distraught, as her first priorities are making sure everyone is safe and buying the immediate essential items. A year ago, her insurance carrier offered her a supplemental tornado insurance policy for her home. She's now very thankful to have made that purchase, as her carrier proactively and automatically reached out to her and deposited $5,000 directly into her account. She's allowed to spend the money however she needs, no restrictions at all. As a result, after the tornado, she did not have to worry about her immediate expenses like extra debris cleanup, groceries and gas, temporary repairs, and lost working hours, knowing that these funds would cover her. Unlike many others in her situation, she now doesn't need to take money from her savings account or, in the worst case, not have any resources to cover these daily needs while waiting for her insurance company to work through and settle the main homeowner's claim. Not only this, but her insurance carrier was able to do this same thing automatically for 50 other customers just like Julia in her area all at the same time. So how is this even possible? With the most proactive insurance policy a carrier can offer their customers, we built a white label supplemental plan that enhances the insurance carrier's opportunity to shine, to be the hero they're working so hard to be after disasters. The money from our supplemental policy or homeowner's endorsement can be spent without any restrictions and is available in your customer's account within a few days of the disaster. Once our payout technology confirms the damaged area through the National Weather Service, your customer immediately gets sent the funds they need without needing to file anything. Our parametric policy is designed to help your customer close this gap we've been talking about after a tornado. So who are we? At Sola, we are providing a solution to carriers to help their insureds recover faster. Following a B2B2C model, we enable the internal product development for these policies to be launched and owned by the carriers within months through an implementation that easily works with your systems. Now to the partnership. As a technology solutions provider, we offer the product and policy implementation through our deep understanding of 70 years of actuarial modeling data and simple integration into your policy admin system, just like adding in any other normal endorsement like water backup coverage. But we can't launch without your help. We're looking for a carrier partner that can bring our product to market through their insurance expertise, as well as providing paper, financial capacity, and distribution. For insurers that need an innovative edge, Sola provides exactly that. When your customer buys a home policy, it is based on a promise. With Sola, carriers can differentiate themselves with a completely new product that shows your initiative to be proactive. Our policies show your existing and potential customers that you are focused on helping them when they need support the most, as well as increasing customer retention with additional products that no one else has. Our parametric policy complements your indemnity coverage by filling that gap that customers live with after every tornado. Our job is to enhance your opportunity to shine when it matters most. We have an amazing team with deep experience in the insurance and technology space, with myself previously working at a flood insurance startup. From there, I became acutely aware of the gaps of homeowner coverage after a recent 2020 tornado outbreak, founding Sola shortly after to solve this dire problem. Now, before I leave, I'd like to ask, what lasting impact do you want to have on your insureds after a disaster event? At Sola, it is our mission to help your customers recover faster. We've already received great interest from carriers, so if you work with a P&C insurer, reach out to me, and I'd be happy to have an intro conversation to see how we can implement our solution into your core offerings. My name is Wesley Pergament, and I'm the founder of Sola. Thank you for listening.
Hey, good job, Wesley. Very well done. I'm not ending it quite yet. We still have 3 founders for you guys to hear from, but I did want to take a quick minute to thank a special group of people who are our mentors. So we're here today for the founders, but we absolutely wouldn't be here without the mentors. And as the program manager at the GIA, my main role is running the mentor program. Sometimes I take for granted just how many ridiculously intelligent and passionate insurance professionals who give us their time and energy to help this industry become more innovative. We have over 120 volunteer mentors from all over the country, all over the world, who endure a lot of trainings and emails and instructions from me to meet with the companies each year. We had over 60 mentors alone work with the founders on these final pitches that you're hearing today. And each of the 7 companies you're hearing from today had their own team of mentors that they worked closely with one-on-one throughout the 100 days. And it doesn't just end on day 100. These mentors then work with me to help shape the next program. It is a truly energetic, innovative set of people, and I can't thank them enough for their contributions to the program. So this serves as just one of the many thank yous that are to come. With that, I will hand it over to our next mentor so you can keep hearing from the founders.
Thank you, Megan. On behalf of all founders, mentors, and carrier partners, I'd like to express our deep gratitude for the amazing work you do for all of us and the GIA. Good afternoon. My name is Adam Claypool. I'm the founder and CEO of TrueVise.ai, a digital distributor of individual life, annuity, and related insurance products based in Des Moines, Iowa. As a former career and independent agent, it's clear that agents have lasting power and value to consumers. Our B2B2C approach is unique. TrueVise enables traditional insurance agents and agents in the financial institution channel to digitally engage and sell insurance to their customers, either online or with the help of a licensed agent. It's been a real pleasure to be involved as a GIA mentor for the last 5 years. And this year, I've been honored to get to know and now introduce Dennis Dix, one of the founders of Jayde. Dennis is a serial and successful entrepreneur with a knack for solving real market problems. With Jayde, I think he's done it again. From our first meeting, I've been impressed with his ability to listen, learn, and pivot quickly. It's what successful founders do. He's been singularly focused and undeterred in his mission to create a better insurance experience for customers. He's developed a super smart approach to solving real customer problems. I've been a huge fan since our first call 3 months ago, and I'm thrilled to introduce Dennis Dix of Jayde now.
Thank you, Adam, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dennis Dix. I'm the founder and CEO of Jayde, a direct-to-consumer platform for selling small commercial policies, basically business insurance. We're here today looking for a carrier partner who's interested in selling direct without having to market, build, or maintain a digital front end. Small commercial, as we define it, is a $100 billion market with more than 30 million small businesses. Last year, more than 4 million new businesses were formed, and each of them needs some form of insurance. But the biggest opportunity may be hidden in the roughly 40% of small businesses that remain underinsured. When asked, owners say they don't understand the value of the products and they believe insurance is too difficult to acquire. A survey we conducted indicates 71% of small business owners would like to purchase insurance online, and preferably as a bundle. And yet only 3% is actually sold this way. So the question is why? Why is there such a huge gap between what people want and what people do? So think about this for a second. The insurance industry is failing to meet the purchasing preference of 2/3 of the market. But why? Our answer is twofold: bad user experience and too much complexity. A friend of mine recently started a business and asked for my help buying insurance. We visited 6 websites, big names like Next Insurance, Hartford, and others. Only one of them used plain language on their website, and only one helps users figure out what they need. Unfortunately, they also declined to write her class of business. Most of the sites are filled with industry jargon and require the customer to know exactly what they're shopping for. And of course, most don't. In the end, we were unable to get a quote from any of these sites. 6 sites whose business model involves selling direct, 0 quotes. But it actually gets worse. 2 of them attempted to sell her products she didn't need. We were referred to third parties by both of the large carriers, and as an added bonus, we can't seem to get off the spam lists for 2 of the sites. So the current purchasing landscape looks like this: define your own needs, interact in a language you don't speak, turn down, referred, offered the wrong products, and land on multiple email and robocall lists. Can you see why people might find this confusing? For small business owners, the confusion leads to frustration, which leads to distrust. And eventually, they give up and do what she did: call an agent and wait 10 days for a quote. When it comes to small commercial, we know agents are not out hunting this business. They're gathering it from people who get frustrated with the current digital experience. If you're a carrier that relies on agents, that should concern you. So we have a $100 billion market with 67% of the customers unable to purchase the way they want. Novarica estimates the digital share will increase from 3% to 12% by 2025, which means the carrier who can get it right in the digital space has an opportunity to participate in a $9 billion shift. Jayde would like to help you be that carrier. But why should you believe me? Jayde's co-founder, Tracy Berg, and I have been working together for quite a while. In fact, we own 3 businesses together. Combined, we have nearly 4 decades experience in small commercial insurance. We started Cerity, a direct writer of workers' compensation. We led every aspect of the customer research, branding, marketing, underwriting, technology, etc. Tracy's background as a developer and chief information officer helped her lead the technology, data science, and engineering areas. My background in operations and as a licensed agent allowed me to focus on the product. The things we learned building Cerity will definitely be applied at Jayde. Let me give you an example. There's a lot of cool stuff we could discuss today. We could talk about our brand and how we'll differentiate, how we intend to market and leverage affiliate and affinity programs. We could talk about our serverless tech stack. But the reality is none of that matters without a product people understand and can buy. Until we make it easy for customers to buy, they will continue to abandon the digital experience. So Jayde focuses on doing 3 things exceptionally well. The first piece we call modeled coverage. For the classes we write, we determine ahead of time exactly which coverages are appropriate and we prescribe them. They are fixed and bundled. Underneath, there are separate products, but to the customer, it feels like one complete solution. The user experience is drop dead simple. No jargon, limited questions, a clean, simple interface. Think about this. The last time you were on a website and things got difficult, what did you do? The moment something gets confusing, customers abandon. Last, we use flat rate pricing. Think of this like guaranteed rates. If you're a barber in Des Moines, here's the price for everything you need. Always expressed as a monthly rate, we position insurance as just another subscription they need to run their business. This last part is usually where the actuaries and underwriters get a little nervous, so let's talk about rates for a minute. The dirty little secret of small commercial is that there are really 3 rates: filed, quoted, and bound. Data calls and predictive models are very expensive, especially for small and micro accounts. Carriers are spending up to 30% of premium, hundreds of dollars, to calculate what we call the exact right price. And yet, after all that expense, when the agent calls and says, hey, if you can knock 7% off, I can bind it today. And magically, through the power of scheduled rating, boom, the exact right price goes down. By setting an approved fixed rate for each class up front, Jayde manages adverse selection and simplifies the purchasing experience. Carriers eliminate large chunks of the underwriting expense while earning the same or higher premium to generate a lower combined. There are a lot of players emerging in this space. These are just a few. In fact, Amazon Business Prime just entered this space. They see there's a ton of premium to be gained through digital, but nobody is doing what we're proposing, all-in-one fixed rate coverage. We're looking for carriers interested in a pilot or a program. You can call it whatever you like. We're not a comparative rater. It will be your products offered exclusively. You pick the states, you pick the classes, the products. Together, we prove a simplified experience drives both customer acquisition and increased profitability. I'd love the opportunity to chat more about what we're building with anyone who wants to sell more small commercial. Sooner or later, someone will simplify this problem, and Jayde is uniquely positioned to lead the way. When it happens, buying behaviors will shift quickly, putting agency-only carriers at risk. We'd like to make sure you're not one of them. Thank you for your time. Have a great afternoon.
Great job, Dennis. Hello, everyone. I am Kate Williams, Managing Director and Product Line Leader of Primary Casualty at Markel. Markel is a Fortune 500 diverse financial holding company. Our principal business markets and underwrites specialty insurance products. Throughout my 20-year underwriting career, over 10 with Markel, I have underwritten a wide range of casualty exposures, one of my favorites easily being products liability. Whether a manufacturer, distributor, retailer, or e-tailer, products are fun to underwrite. They are individually unique, they are comprehensible yet complex, and they are constantly changing. Depending on the nature and intended consumer of any product liability risk, however, underwriting them can be time-consuming and present a challenge in terms of operational efficiency, especially in today's world. When Saurabh first introduced me to his company, Vaartani, I was intrigued. He and I both understand the risks associated with a product, but our backgrounds and approach to assessing that risk vastly differ. Saurabh brings keen knowledge of artificial intelligence and the ability to extract and manipulate data. I bring, well, traditional underwriting experience. Vaartani is a culmination of both, improving the efficiency of a traditional underwriter through the use of AI. I am very pleased to introduce you to Saurabh, CEO of Vaartani.
Thank you very much, Kate. My name is Saurabh. I'm the founder and CEO at Vaartani. We are enabling insurers to efficiently underwrite e-commerce businesses. Like many of you, I shop online from groceries to gadgets, and this has been made possible by 6 million e-commerce businesses registered on Amazon globally selling millions of products. These e-commerce businesses are also known as third-party sellers, merchants, or e-tailers. They represent a massive opportunity of more than $20 billion in premium for insurers. And now with Amazon enforcing the existing requirement of general liability insurance to cover third-party bodily injury, property damage, and product liability, these 6 million e-commerce businesses are required to purchase insurance. However, underwriting e-commerce businesses is a major challenge. The first problem for an underwriter is not having any information on products sold by these e-commerce businesses. The second problem being not able to track changes in the product offering. E-commerce businesses frequently add and remove products from their stores. And the third problem is having no insight on the risk associated with continuously changing product offering. Currently, an underwriter spends days, if not weeks, manually identifying product and their ingredients in case of nutraceutical, for example. Then reading through the labels to make sure none of the 1,000 harmful chemicals listed in California Proposition 65 are present. If the product was ever recalled, and if so, why? The most important, should the e-commerce business be regarded as a manufacturer or a reseller? To answer these critical questions, we have built an artificial intelligence solution which enables insurer to underwrite e-commerce businesses in minutes and not days. With just a business name, our AI solution provides underwriting insights on all products sold by these e-commerce businesses. We classify each product, whether clothes, toys, or nutraceutical, into NAICS, ISO, SIC class codes, AM Best hazard indexes, and even insurer-specific classification system. We identify for each product whether e-commerce business is a manufacturer or a reseller. We then track changes in the product offering. For example, here the e-commerce business has stopped selling the toy and adds a drill, which may not meet the risk appetite of the insurer. We also provide risk insights on each and every product sold by the e-commerce business, which include if the product contains any of the harmful chemicals, was ever recalled, caused bodily injury, and if it is in compliance with regulatory requirements. With our solution, insurer can underwrite general liability and product liability insurance policies for more than 90% of e-commerce businesses on Amazon, thus increasing their gross written premium. And while doing so, they can reduce their expense ratio, as now underwriting would take minutes and not days. During the policy period, we continuously monitor the exposure, thus potentially reducing the loss ratio. An underwriter can start using our product by simply logging into the dashboard, which requires no API integration by the insurer. To increase submissions by e-commerce businesses, Insure can integrate with our API and autofill more than 60% of questions in a typical insurance application form. Our product is similar to Plank, Conver, Carpedata, and Cytora, which are focused on data and insights on brick and mortar businesses, whereas our focus is on e-commerce businesses. We are building a strong team at Vaartani. I previously worked as innovation manager developing enteral nutrition product at Fresenius Kabi, a global healthcare company. Ian, who is leading the technology, has post-graduation in computer science with specialization in natural language processing from IIT Kharagpur, India. From early on, we got tremendous support from multiple accelerator programs in the US and Europe, including Startup Bootcamp, SOSV, InsureSpace by Mafre, and now Global Insurance Accelerator. We are very, very grateful and thankful to mentors who helped us validate our product, pricing, and engagement strategies. An insurer can engage with us starting with proof of concept, where underwriter can simply log into the dashboard. In the pilot phase, we can integrate with our API to increase the submissions of e-commerce businesses, and thereafter provide software as a solution based on number of e-commerce businesses the insurer planned to underwrite. So if you're already underwriting e-commerce businesses on Amazon or any of these marketplaces, please connect with us. With our proprietary artificial intelligence solution, you'll be able to underwrite e-commerce businesses in minutes and not days, thus increasing your gross written premium while reducing expense and loss ratios. Here's my contact. Please schedule a demo with us, and thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Dan Siegfried with Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's an honor to have the opportunity to introduce our next presenter. For the past 5 years through the Global Insurance Accelerator, I've enjoyed partnering with the brightest minds, working to develop solutions to make the insurance process easier for consumers and more profitable for the carriers, MGAs, and agents. My 25 years in the insurance industry have been spent on the distribution side, taking those big ideas developed and finding a way to get those solutions to the consumer. The journey from the whiteboard through the R&D department to Main Street can be challenging. Leveraging current distribution systems while adapting to changing technology and changing consumer demands keeps the environment dynamic and interesting. Our next founder, Josh, has a long history of success, taking a concept through to a workable solution. Josh and his team identified a problem facing carriers, MGAs, and agents as they search for a practical system to meet the exploding demand from consumers who want pet insurance. Please give your attention to Josh Sneed. He makes pet insurance easy. The pet insurance rocket ship is blasting off. Notice how Rainwalk will help you get on board. Josh?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Dan, for the great introduction. It's been a pleasure to get to work with you these past few months. And then big thank you to the GIA. It's been an awesome program, and we've been honored to be a part of it. My name is Josh. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Rainwalk, and we make it easy for carriers to get into pet insurance. And I'm going to talk to you a lot about pet insurance, but before we do that, we are going to grab our pets and we're going to hop in the car. So these are some of the faces that our pets make at us whenever they realize we're going to the vet. They're often not happy at the vet. That can be a scary time for them. And it's not just a scary time for our pets. It can be a scary time for us as well. We hope that they'll be happy and healthy and everything will be okay. But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes we get news that we don't want to hear, maybe some condition or some accident or some illness that occurred. And often these can be expensive. So more and more American families are choosing to get this treatment whenever these conditions are found than ever before. And this has been part of the reason that we're seeing such healthy growth with pet insurance. As we as families choose to get this treatment for our pets more and more, that increases the coverage gap here, and it creates the gap that pet insurance lives in. So in the US, 80% of US families have at least one pet, and we spend almost $31 billion a year on healthcare for those pets. And that's just for accidents and unexpected illnesses. That's not even including preventative things like vaccines and heartworm pills. And that's been growing by almost $1 billion per year. And as you can see, some of these treatments can get very, very expensive, and they're getting more expensive as time goes on as well. And so I know a lot of us probably knew that a lot of pet adoptions happened last year, but these are some of the first numbers that we have seen actually come out about that. Ownership of dogs by US families increased by almost 11% last year alone, and cats jumped up by almost 7%. And so those are some pretty crazy pet ownership numbers, and it reflects not only how much we as families love pets, but how important they are for our comfort and how much sentimental attachment we really develop with them as they become part of our family. So with that, only about 2% of US pets are insured today. If you compare that to Europe, in some markets as high as 30%. And so even though we're still not quite that large yet, we have been seeing very healthy year-over-year growth, anywhere between 20 and 25% year-over-year growth for close to a decade now. And the question becomes, well, is that healthy growth? Are people happy with these purchases that they're making? And overwhelmingly, the response is yes. Almost 88% of pet health insurance owners say it's absolutely worth it. So for us, why as carriers and insurers is this something that we choose to offer? So often if a carrier does choose to participate in pet health insurance, these are some of the reasons. Mainly to increase customer retention. To be able to build that wallet share and deepen that relationship with the clients that you have with the name that they know and trust, which is your name. You want to be able to bring additional value to those insureds. We want to evolve our product offerings as their needs and their risks evolve. And as we bring these pets more and more into our family, healthcare for these pets as family members becomes more and more important. And also to strategically position for the future. Pet health insurance is a profitable line and a very rapidly growing line, and we want to be a part of that growth. You don't want to miss out on that train. So here's the problem though. There's really no easy way to get into pet insurance. The two traditional paths have been to develop a pet insurance department from scratch in-house or to acquire a pet insurance company. So both of these are very time-consuming and expensive exercises, and the ROI doesn't really look that great when you've not even sold a single policy to your insureds yet. And so that's where Rainwalk comes in. We offer a white label pet insurance product. You're able to brand the product as your own and use our API to plug it in wherever your clients service and integrate with their insurance products today. And then we'll administer the insurance program end to end. So we do all the heavy lifting for you. We'll do all the claims processing. We'll do the rate setting. We really do try to make it easy for you to get into pet insurance. So here's a quick example of how that might look like. This is a selection screen where this particular screen is a homeowner's insurance selection screen, but this could be an open enrollment platform, or this could be an auto insurance screen. So before this, the insured has already input all that basic information that they need in order to generate a quote. And here they're seeing a quote for a product like a homeowner's insurance product. And so here they will select what type of coverage they want for that primary product that they're here to purchase. And then on the very next screen, there's a list of concierge other products that they might be interested in. And you can see here that we have embedded pet health insurance as one of those, powered by Rainwalk. So the experience is seamless. It's easy for a customer, just as part of this broader workflow for some of your key product offerings, to very quickly and easily quote and sign up for a pet insurance product. And for the traditional homeowners insurance product, they're already collecting 11 of the 16 data points we need to quote a pet insurance policy. So the extra info that we would need to collect is very, very small. Here's our team. I co-founded Rainwalk with Tong. Tong started his career as an actuary at the South Carolina Department of Insurance, approving rate filings before career pivoting into software. And that's where I met him. He and I worked at a small IT consulting company. I was employee number 16. He was employee number 17. He started the day after me and sat at the desk across from me. And we grew to be over 400 employees. We were acquired by Capgemini, where he served as the tech lead for our team, and I was the business lead. After that, I left to go work at Guidewire as an account executive, selling their data and analytics products, before joining forces back with Tong in order to found Rainwalk. So we do have some experience doing this. We've got one MGA on board today that represents about 1,300 agents. And next up on the list is a homeowners carrier that wants to embed our pet insurance product right there in that homeowners quoting workflow. So why do people end up partnering with us? So there are a lot of pet insurers out there in the space. And so here are some of the reasons that people choose to partner with us in order to really get into pet insurance. So we offer that white label product. We don't have our brand up there competing with yours. Your brand is the one that your customers know, love, and trust. Let's let that one have the limelight. Second is that end-to-end digital integration. We've invested a lot in that digital integration so that it really does end up being easy and quick to integrate with, so that you don't have to do a big, long IT project in order to get up and running. And then we offer competitive commissions in order to help make this worth it for all of us as partners. So how do we engage? First, we start by sitting down and learning a little bit about your business. We'll help you decide if pet insurance and our solution is the right partner for you. And then we'll design an integration plan specifically for you and your company that really does make it easy for you to get into pet health insurance. So if you are looking to build that customer retention, continue to grow with the needs of your insureds as they grow, and then strategically position for the future of a very healthy, profitable line of business, please reach out to me and let me know. We'll set up a simple discovery call and talk a little bit about what a partnership might look like. Thank you guys again, and I'll pass it back to you, Megan. I appreciate all your patience.
All right, thank you so much, Joshua. Very nice job, and very nice job to the entire cohort. You make me so proud. Thank you to the mentors who stuck with us today too, to help present and to help introduce each of the founders. Thank you everyone for being here with us today. We're finishing up early, which is always nice for all of you, but stay with me for a few more seconds. Each of the founders that you heard from today had a call to action. And now it's time for my own call to action for having you all here together, which is for you to reach out to them. They gave email addresses, Calendly links, and even some phone numbers. So use them. But if you missed one, you don't need to worry, because I will be back in your inbox with more ways to get connected. But you can use the next 25 minutes that we had on your calendar to send this out to people who you think they should be introduced to, who write checks. And if any lawyers are on the line, I'm not soliciting funding for anybody here, but please, please, please help spread the news and help share with your audience just what these founders are up to. So on behalf of our board, our mentors, our managing director, Nicole, and all of our founders, thank you so much for being here today, and have a great day. Thank you so much.